Welcome to 2024, Game 2 of the day and the year, as the New Jersey Bandits U19 AA girls take on the Tri-City Eagles. Hi everybody, it's Rizzo here bringing you the action on Rizzo Vision. And just practically moments, I mean it's hours now removed from the earlier game. One of the most spectacular finishes, and possibly the most spectacular finish that the Bandits will have this season, as in a 0-0 contest, Maeve McNulty stole a puck, came in and scored with 13.6 seconds left to win it 1-0 for the Bandits. The Bandits are situated to your right. They have on the bright pink jerseys with the gold helmets, and they gather around the net that we expect to be protected by Harper Keenan. And over here on the other side, you have the Tri-City Eagles in the base blue jerseys and pants and socks with orange and some white outlines. They alternate between white and black or midnight blue helmets, so not quite as consistent as the Bandits, who are getting down to the music and really rocking away here, as I can barely hear myself think, let alone relay what's going on. Give you a little closer look there. So the Bandits start the new year with a 1-0 win, tightly contested, and we expect this one to be equally as tightly contested as we get ready to face it off. Bandits will attack right to left. The Eagles will go left to right. In the early game, it was Lexi Riley against Bella Gorkowski for the goaltending matchup, so we're expecting this one to be Harper Keenan for the Bandits and Abby Tanner for the Tri-City Eagles. Tanner just out of the picture. Now you can see her all the way on the left talking to the coach. Bandits will commence matters as Keenan, number 40, will protect the goal to your YouTube right. Harper hustles over there, gliding. Bandits will attack with Julia Folia at center, Izzy Camarada on the right wing, and Jessie Sperling on the left. Morgan Kepler on lefty, Logan Shoemaker-Gromick on the right. Eagles have a nice coloration of their uniforms, but the thing that makes it difficult to catch numbers, especially if you're not quite familiar with the players, is they have an orange stripe that runs like a belt around the chest to the back, and that is the same color as the numbers. So sometimes we are a little slow on the numbers or on the players, but we hope to bring it to you the best we can. Underway, Game 2 of 2024, end of January 6th. 2024. Bandits off the face-off, attacking the offensive zone. It comes to the point. Shoemaker-Gromick kept it in for a moment. Camarada retreats to take it away from Lineski. Pull it back a little bit there. So we try to get our on-demand picture the best that it can be. And here comes Camarada, gets in, not quite behind the D, takes a shot. It's knocked down by Johansson and flies over the bar. Tanner didn't have a chance. Tanner now with her first save, kicks it away. And the first minute of play has now expired as Logan Shoemaker-Gromick goes back to her own end to pick up a loose puck, a dumped puck. Off the boards for Camarada, who sends it forward, but it only goes to the point. Sent back in. Keenan was ready to play it, but Kepler picked it up and kept it behind the end line. Puck battle on the near side wall. Folia picks it out, sends it off the boards, but a little too strong for Camarada. Knocked down by Folia, trying to spring Camarada. Camarada will give a little bit of chase. That puck might be an icing. They wave it off right at the end. The puck did cross the line, but just barely. Pass left for no one except Maeve McNulty. Here's Gabby Rothstein getting in, gets behind the D. Shot is kicked away with the left pad by Tanner. Kept in by Venuto. Trafficked shot gets all the way through and kicked away by Tanner. 3 shots already in the first 2 minutes, all by the Bandits. And a fourth goes between the pads, but Tanner locks them up before the puck can go any further. So in that flurry, there were 2 shots previous, and then a third there by Fernanda Venuto that got through. 5 shots already through 2 minutes and 1 second of play. All for the Bandits. Off the draw, Gabby Rothstein with Maeve McNulty and Katie McCaffrey up front. Olivia Rothstein at the left point, Fernanda Venuto at the right. Bandits, I believe, playing with 5D once again. McCaffrey pounds it back in. Schumans will pick it up, turn, spin again, and get some room. Gets it to the breakout point for Parmenter, who skates it up the left wing and chips it forward. But Venuto is going to squirrel that one away for a moment. Under pressure, she gets it up the near side wing. McNulty chips it off the wall, gets it all the way over to McCaffrey, who gains the line of center, but can't gain the offensive zone. Bandits had a lot of trouble with trying to carry pucks in as Rizzo knocks it away and McCaffrey moves it forward. Otterbein tried to break that one up, got a piece of it, but didn't recover it. Now gets it back, and Schumans goes back into her own end. Chipped forward for Bossum. Claus was there. Rizzo was not looking at Otterbein one way, but Ava still got the pass in that zone. Jones picks it up. Jones gains the line of center. So what I was going to say before, as Otterbein retreats to pick it up, is the Bandits were trying to skate pucks into the offensive zone, and the Eagles would just stand there, hold the blue line, and just poke pucks away. And the Bandits were not really adjusting too much, not really dumping the puck. If you dump the puck, you get it down deep and you got to go chase it. It's more fun and more of a flow to carry it, but the Eagles did a very good job defending that in the first game, and we'll see if the Bandits make some adjustments. So far, there's only been a couple of chances for them to do it. Bandits in sort of the middle of a line change. Rizzo came off, so Sperling's on the left wing, and Otterbein and Claus are still out there. Well, that's where they're going to be stuck as long as the puck is deep in their end and they have to defend. Boggs waiting for it to come to the point. Sperling makes sure it doesn't happen. Otterbein tries to chip it forward, but under pressure can't quite do it. It's finally out. Sperling doesn't have to change. She'll go after that one, but Boggs holds her own and manages to get the puck. Gets the possession for a moment, but Camerata, fresh legs, comes on and takes it right away. Camerata tries to get it to center where Folia's waiting for it. Guarded by 2. Sperling walks in, shot. Oh, she just shot it wide. She had that top left corner, and she was aiming for it, but just missed it. Camerata comes in, and I thought she grabbed that, but it was just out of my view there as Parmenter moves it forward. Bossum pushes it all the way out. That was Salvato, not Parmenter. Salvato wants to get off, and that leaves an opening for the Bandits. Camerata walks in and shoots it over the bar. Salvato was way at the end of her shift on defense and elected to go off instead of defend, and that gave Camerata a little avenue to get in there. Bandits rushing in. That was McNulty. Redmond goes back to retreat and get it. Now sent to Shoemaker-Gromick off the stick of McNulty and into the offensive zone, but only briefly. Reese Thorne with it, pulls into the offensive zone, but offside as Quintero and Kulash did not hit the brakes quickly enough. And a timeout is being called by Tri-City. This is not a usual time for a timeout. We're so early in the game, and the Bandits have 5 shots on goal. The Eagles have none, and typically you'll see a timeout called when maybe a couple of quick goals happen or your team gets behind at this early stage. That's not the case, but the Eagles coaches are seeing something they just don't like or they want to make an adjustment to. And just a a pedestrian timeout. You only get one in hockey. This is not the NBA or the NFL where the last 5 minutes of a game can take 25. This is, you play it. You get one timeout per side. And when you're in tournament play, typically you don't even get a timeout until you're in an elimination round. So there's not much rest or time to deliberate for hockey players. Near side referee blows it dead. For some reason, maybe felt somebody lined up offside, didn't want to give an advantage. Okay, finally back underway. After the timeout, which came with about 11:30 left in the first period of a scoreless game by the Tri-City Eagles, the Bandits and the Eagles are back underway. McNulty gets the cross-ice pass, can't get into the zone there. Maldonado chips it out forward. A puck battle ensues, and Morley has it on the near side wall. 3 Bandits and now a 4th converge, so somebody's got to be open, but the slower passing, a little extra skating was allowing the Bandits to get back into position there. Maldonado at the point, that one contested as McCaffrey got near it. Coming off the wall, they send it out of the zone, and Gabby Rothstein's going to try to beat everybody down there. She didn't have the step. Oh, dangerous curl by Maldonado, but she did get it out of trouble. Ray sends it forward, hounded by Olivia Rothstein. Kepler with it for McNulty. Off the change, the Eagles do have players back, and they'll be forced to go to retreat to get it as the Bandits change behind the play. Otterbein, Bellin, and Rizzo are the trio out there. Rizzo was there contending, didn't quite get the puck. Bellin had it hop over her stick, and it's some neutral zone here play. Bossum sends it forward. Bandits send it right back out. Bossum hounded by Bellin. Sends it in eventually. It does Jones. Venuto looking for somebody. Sends the hard pass to Olivia Rothstein. Schumans jumps in at the point. Rizzo knocked it down for a moment. Johansson and Olivia Rothstein got tied up. Bellin gains the line of center and will dump it. That's getting the puck in. That's what's working for the Bandits. And not so much trying to skate those pucks in where the Eagles have defended that well, as we talked about before. Bossum with it, gains the offensive zone line, chips it forward. Venuto tied up her player, kept the stick low. And not something that you'll typically see called, but sometimes you'll have a ref that will call that a hook or maybe interference, but the puck was kind of right there, and you're trying to prevent the player from playing it. And maybe they do call something, actually. They call it on Redmond, and I think they're wondering what the call is at the bench. Nobody really saw it. I feel like maybe they could have, if they were going to call anything, they could have called a hook or interference on Venuto. I'm not even sure what the actual signal was. So Redmond in the box. The Bandits number 71, Kira Redmond, minor penalty for interference. They call Redmond for the interference. 27 remaining of the first period. See that? Here's a potential break by Camarada. Chips it off the boards. She's got to turn past Schumans. She gets in shorthanded. Camarada tees it up. Tanner makes the save and keeps it 0-0. So the Bandits nearly get that one. Boy, Camarada didn't have the step. She didn't have the angle, but she just powered past Schumans. He's a good defender. Bandits shorthanded for another 91 seconds. Camarada and Foldia up front to kill it off. Venuto and Olivia Rothstein on the back line. Off the face-off, Camarada chips it forward for Foldia, marked by one player, so dumps it in. The Eagles have to retreat. Tri-City has already used their timeout, trying to rally the troops. Foldia comes in shorthanded, 1-on-4, tees it up, blocked by Maldonado's left leg with the shin pad. Camarada now the low checker, trying to force a turnover. Foldia comes in. Parmenter sends it to the middle. Camarada picks it up, lets Foldia get it onside, and then sends it right back in. 50 seconds left to kill off. McCaffrey jumps on for Foldia. Parmenter picks it up at neutral ice, takes it back a step into her own zone and tries to gain the line on the far side. Tried to get around Camarada, took a bump over there, no call. Refs were right there, they saw it. It's two players going for the puck, so that's why the non-call. That one comes in offside. So the Bandits, with 23 seconds left to kill on the interference penalty to Redmond, have allowed one shot on the power play so far, and through 9 minutes, 10 seconds of this game, that's the only shot that the Tri-City Eagles have gotten against Harper Keenan. Off the face-off, it goes to Kepler, and Morgan dumps it right back in. That'll serve to kill another chunk of this penalty. Gabby Rothstein keeps it in. That's probably going to kill off just about the rest of it. Redmond will head probably out of the box and into the bench. McCaffrey keeps it in. That will kill off the rest of it.
Team Bandits has returned to full strength.
Hustles out of the box. McNulty jumps on, and the Bandits are going again to the box for a trip. Let's see who it was on. I think they're calling it on Gabby Rothstein. So Rothstein gets 2 minutes for a trip. So they kill one off, and then they have to kill a successive penalty now, do the Bandits. There were 2 penalties in the first game, and they both went against the Tri-City Eagles, and now 2 penalties in the first period here, in the first not even 10 minutes, both have gone against the Bandits. So we do talk often about how it's an exercise in futility to try to chart
18,
the breaks or the non-breaks that you get from the referees. It all evens out. There you go. Tri-City was worried about what was called and not called in the first game. They've got it evened out already, less than 10 minutes into game 2. Bandits will defend up front with Foglia and Camarada, and on the back line with Kepler and Shoemaker-Gromick. And so far, the penalty killers are not giving them much. Parmenter picks up an errant pass, gets it down low. They try to center it, but that's knocked away. Comes to the far side. Ray sends it into the middle. Kepler knocked it down with the skates. Kepler angles it off the boards and gets it out. Schumann's with it, gets it into the offensive zone for a moment, but then quickly out. And now Parmenter took another shot there that was with the puck, and it hit her in the hand. That one's sent down, and the backside referee didn't immediately have the hand up for icing. Only when the near side referee turned and pointed back did he put it up. So not quite a decisive icing call there, but it does go the way of the Tri-City Eagles, who have a face-off to the left of Harper Keenan, number 40, guarding the goal that you can see. McCaffrey up front with McNulty to kill it off. That one's sent down, and they waved this icing off. I mean, that certainly should have been an icing, so 1 for 1 again. The breaks, boy, the 2 icings evened out right there. You can't make that up. Boggs will walk it in, tries to get through a couple, can't get through both. It's loose in front, and Keenan dives and covers it up. 5:50 remaining, period 1, 0-0. 30 seconds left on the Bandit penalty to Gabby Rothstein. McCaffrey up front with McNulty killing it off. Olivia Rothstein, who has the puck now, on D with Kira Redmond. It's the penalty killers. Maldonado sends it down for Sanders. Jones is over there, it looks like. Comes to Maldonado, point to point. One-timer goes wide. Near side wall, they send it down below the end line. Centering feed. Keenan smacked it away. Rothstein jumps out of the box. She had to turn to go in toward the play. If she had just skated forward, if she had left a second later. Oh, backhand shot by McCaffrey, lifted over the net off the initial shot by Gabby Rothstein. If Rothstein had exited a moment later, she would have just skated right down and had a breakaway out of the box. She went in toward the defensive zone on her first step and still was behind the defense but didn't have the step. So the Bandits have killed off basically 4 straight minutes shorthanded, and they have a 7-3 edge in shots on goal in a scoreless first period that has 4:35 remaining. Sent up the middle, Thorne trying to get through Kepler. Sends it down low as her teammates change behind her. So sometimes it's not what you do with the puck, it's how long you disrupt somebody. Here's Folia trying to break in, turns the corner on Jones, gets down the middle, centers it, handcuffed, but there's a shot and a save. Handcuffed Camarada. Camarada was trying to lift the skates and put them down in the right spot and eventually got off a shot, but Tanner was able to grab it and leave no rebound. On the dot is Avra Otterbein. In the slot is Bella Bellin. On the far side wall is Annalise Claus. Comes toward Claus's area as we get a little extra music going on. In the NBA, we see that all the time. Claus for Bellin. Didn't have the angle, and Schumans is able to pick that up, but that's the right play. Schumans picks it up again and gets through a couple. She'll take it down low. That's a defenseman. They have 4 down low. So if they could spring that puck to Bellin, she could be gone. Bellin staying up high. Bandits trying to get it out of the zone, and they do. Kepler eventually did get it out, or Shoemaker-Gromick maybe. Brought back into the zone by Kulash. Bossum now does the same thing, looking to get some speed going. Knocked away by Bellin. Bellin dumps it in, and she will attack as a few change. 2 defense and 1 winger make the change. So 3 come on, but not a forward line. Picked off by McCaffrey, who was one of the ones that was joining the play. Otterbein trying to send it through the middle. Comes to the point. Venuto looking for an open lane. Didn't find it as it went off of Quintero's skates. McNulty is now out there as well. Pop up. Otterbein slipped on the far side. Looking for some room is McCaffrey. Centering feed. McNulty redirected it but didn't get it at the net. So to come a little bit too close. It's in front and the shot gets knocked away. And there's a mug job over there as McCaffrey goes flying. So let's see what the penalty is over, if there is a penalty. They blew the whistle while the puck was just pretty clearly loose, at least from our vantage point. It looked like McCaffrey got cross-checked and tripped, and maybe she should check and see if she still has her wallet. But no call on that. Off the draw, Olivia Rothstein gets it blocked, and here's a potential breakaway, and Venuto's the only one back. Parmenter has Luneski in the middle, sends a pass over, and Olivia Rothstein breaks it up, coming back and selling out with the stick. The pass came just a little bit too late. There's 2 players getting tangled up over there. Comes now to Parmenter, chipped off. Olivia Rothstein moved it forward, and it goes offside as her twin sister was still in the zone. Not enough Wonder Twin powers on that one to activate and keep the offside from being prevented. 2:07 left, period number 1. Scoreless game of the late Saturday contest of the doubleheader. The first one, if you didn't see it, went to the Bandits in spectacular fashion. As a spoiler alert, 0-0 going into the final minute, and if you want to go find that video here on Rizzo Vision, we highly recommend it. If you don't feel like sitting through the whole thing, fast forward till about a minute, and 1 hour, 11 minutes. Camarada just took a stick up high, and she goes down holding her head. Let's see if she gets up. Camarada does get up, and Bandits will have their first power play on the hook to Allie Ray. Number 11 in the box. That's the first penalty of the game against Tri-City. More importantly, you want to check and see if Camarada's okay. She goes to the bench and I think is being checked out over there. She was able to get up. So Otterbein off the face-off, fired it, and it's kicked away. Sperling with it, goes around the end line, sends it toward the point. Folia tries to tee it up, it goes off of an eagle stick. Gabby Rothstein with it, was leaving it for Sperling, but ended up getting it back herself. Rothstein to Sperling at the top of the slot, looking for some room, gets around Quintero, exchanges with Folia, shot redirected by Otterbein, and a save by Tanner. Comes to the point on the near side, almost, and there's a scramble for it. Sperling gets a piece, now to Otterbein, over to Gabby Rothstein. A minute left in the period, all on power play time unless the Bandits score. It goes all the way through the slot. Folia now to Shoemaker Gromick. Shoemaker Gromick looking for a lane, finds a lane. Otterbein tried to tip it in, couldn't get a piece. Sperling picks it up. Sperling takes it behind the net. Sperling sends it to Folia. Folia comes to the point for Shoemaker Gromick. Back to Folia. Sperling's in front. Game back door, but didn't connect. Sperling goes to the point to pick it up. He takes it out over the line and back in for the offside. 27.5 seconds left in the first period. A scoreless one to this point. 48 seconds left on the Bandit power play. Their first of the game. Off the draw. Sperling got it, but Sanders picked off the pass and sent it in. Still time for a rush as Gabby Rothstein has it, but it's 2-on-3. Gets down the middle, top of the slot. Shot, gloved by Tanner, and she holds on. But what that does is it serves to get the Bandits an offensive zone draw with 13.2 seconds left in the period. They keep the same crew out there, save for one. McCaffrey now joins the play. Sperling shot right into the Tri-City Eagles logo of Abby Tanner. She stops it with the chest and covers it with the catching glove. 9.3 seconds now. Rothstein on the dot once again. Folia in the slot. Off the draw. Goes past Sperling. That's probably going to expire the period. Jesse will take it, sends it to Shoemaker Gromick. Up the middle for McCaffrey. Time runs out. And we end the first period by the score of 0-0. Shots on goal, 13 for the Bandits, 3 for the Tri-City Eagles, and the Bandits will start period number 2 with 21 seconds of power play time. Getting set for period number 2. Bandits have 21 seconds on the power play as Harper Keenan now defends the goal to your YouTube left, and Abby Tanner protects the cage to your YouTube right. They'll attack with Folia, McCaffrey, and Sperling up front, and Venuto and Kepler on defense. So with the truncated power play, it's not really truncated, it's only truncated because it's the start of the period. They attack with the more traditional 3 forwards and 2 defensemen. Folia trying to tee it up, blocked away, comes down low, shot never got to Tanner, neither the first nor the second. Parmenter gets that taken away by Kepler, who sends it in. That's going to expire the penalty.
Team Eagles has returned to full strength.
And Tri-City back to full strength. So as you can imagine, with the score being 0-0, that all 3 power plays in the game have resulted in no goals. 2 for Tri-City and now 1 for the Bandits. Parmenter sends it up the middle. Ray gets it off Kepler's skates, gets down low. Shots blocked by Olivia Rothstein. It hits off the dasher behind the net, sent up toward the point, kept in by Salvato. Nearly knocked away. Gabby Rothstein was getting ready to send Jesse Sperling off to the races. Might do it again. That pass went toward the middle. Jesse maybe needed to have it go to the right. It went on net. So that's actually a shot on goal for Gabby Rothstein somehow from her own end, and she was just trying to push the puck forward. Ice is definitely crisp here with the snowstorm happening outside and the drop in temperature that seems to affect it. I don't know all about those physics, but it seems like when it's cold outside, the ice inside is better, as that one's flipped into the Bandit bench. I think that should be an offensive zone Draw for the Bandits, the team wearing the dark pink with the gold helmets, the Tri-City Eagles in the Knicks/Islanders colors. Not their exact color scheme, but the whole design. The colors are the same. The base blue with orange and some white trim. Off the draw. Picked up at neutral ice by Venuto. Sent down in on the dump. A more effective way that things have worked for the Bandits through 4 periods and change here has been the dumping, because the Eagles have been very good defending the attempted zone entries by skating. Gabby Rothstein up front with Maeve McNulty and Louisa Rizzo now. They are going to face that one off at center. Venuto and Redmond on D. Johansson on the draw. Looked like she wanted to win it forward. Lunevsky will bring it in, get it down low, hit the brake, send it to the middle. Got it through traffic, but through so much traffic that Christina Jones has to retreat to neutral ice to get it. So low angle shot there, didn't get much on it, and Keenan covers it up. So really what Madison Lunevsky was doing, number 66 there, was putting the puck in a dangerous area. And it didn't connect, but certainly a good play. If nobody got the puck, that means there was just as good a chance as an offensive player getting it. It means a defensive player didn't get it. And Lunevsky has put up some good numbers this year and played well in these games between the clubs. Bellin gets it at the blue line and sends it in, out with Claus, who tips that one down, and Otterbein. Claus getting hacked over there by Quintero. Doesn't get hacked in the gloves, but at the stick. They usually will call that a slash. If you're coming down on the stick, refs don't like to see that. If you come up on the stick, no problem at all. You come down on it, hooks, slashes abound. Kept in beautifully. Bellin tries to keep it in, and now they blow the whistle for interference, or is it a check? Who is it on? It looks like it is on Molly Kulash. So can't wait to hear how the AI announcer pronounces her name. It'll be interesting, but off the body check, the Bandits have their second power play of the
Eagles
game.
number 30 Molly
Cleared down.
Kulick's minor penalty for body check. Time of the penalty 13:57 remaining of the
Kulash
second
for the
period.
body check. Some of the calls, it ends up being academic what the actual call is by the referee. As long as some foul is committed, you can call it a body check, you can call it interference, you can call it roughing. Rarely does it really matter as long as it ends up in a 2-minute penalty and some infraction was committed. Bandits operate on the power play for the second time. Shoemaker Gromick down to Gabby Rothstein. Rothstein looks, sends it at the net, but it goes over. Camarada has returned. She's back out there at the left point now, 93, after getting shaken up earlier in the play that resulted in the previous penalty. Shoemaker Gromick sweeps all the way around, loses an edge, but got enough in there. Sent through the slot, and Parmenter got a piece of that one and just kept it out of danger, because that would have been a big-time scoring chance for the Bandits. 0-0, 13:15 left second period. Bandits have a 14-4 edge in shots and 1:15 left on the power play, but now they have to defend one-on-one. Shoemaker Gromick just steers that away from Parmenter, chips it past Ray, regains it in the offensive zone, gets it again. Now chasing all the way down low. Camarada picks it up, has somebody in the middle. It's Gabby Rothstein, backhander, gets on net, but an easy save. And that one is going to go to the point and just sneak out of the zone. Shoemaker Gromick over to Camarada as the Bandits clear the zone, make a couple of changes. They happen in that offensive zone right there. McCaffrey's at the point. Katie gets it there. sends it over to Camarada, looking to tee it up, top of the circle, fired, it hit Ray in front, but picked up by the Bandits. Sharp angle shot, big glove save. Abby Tanner threw up the trapper and kept that one from going in the top right corner of the net. Bandits have 30 seconds to work with on the penalty against number 30, Molly Kulash. Otterbein on the dot. Venuto will slide into the slot. Camarada on the far boards. McCaffrey and McNulty at the points. McNulty keeps it in with the stick. Gets it knocked away by Bossum, but hustles back to regain it. Sends it over for McCaffrey. McCaffrey up for Camarada. Gets broken up there. Dumps it in. Knocked down with a glove. And goes to Boggs on the far side with 10 seconds left in the power play. Kept in, but there's no Bandit there. The speedy Salvato jumps in to get it out of the danger zone and gets it away from Otterbein. The penalty has expired. Stepping into it for a one-timer, caught by Keenan and held right there. So the Eagles with a big penalty kill right there. They had one or two chances of high quality, and then as soon as it goes back to even strength, the Eagles with a big chance, and that's rebuffed by the glove of Harper Keenan. Bossum will take the draw, has Luneski in the slot. Folia jumps on in the circle for the Bandits, wins it. Rizzo chips it out, gets hooked on the way out. Hustling down, putting pressure on Boggs is Rizzo. Sperling's the other trailer. Rizzo went one way, Boggs went the other. But let's see if they could force the turnover. Bossum gets it out. Olivia Rothstein got a piece of it, sent back in. Ref on the backside looked like he almost took a spill. Would have been a scary one. Sperling up for Rizzo, possibly behind the D. Boggs poked it away for a moment. And Folia sends it for Rizzo. Rizzo looking for some room, curls it away and dumps it in, but Sperling picks it off, shoots, save Tanner, pops over the net. Folia for Sperling, wraparound attempt, sent just wide. Maybe somebody got a piece in front. Comes to the near side. Sperling sends it down low. Folia looking to pick it up. Reversed there. Sperling and Folia with Rizzo forechecking there. Kepler blows that one up. Thorne gets a piece of it, has to now wait. Does Bossum, gets it now into the offensive zone and jumps off for a change. Olivia Rothstein sends it behind her own net. Sent up for Sperling. Sperling off on the feed from McCaffrey, gets down low, swatted away with the paddle of the stick by Tanner. She's been sharp. Abby Rothstein puts the pressure on. Sperling still out there, probably at the end of his shift. McCaffrey's already out there. Gabby Rothstein's already out there, but Jesse's kind of caught having to defend here. That's the period of the long change. That's what it'll do to you. You got to really pick your spots when you can get off the ice. And the puck keeps finding Jesse. Sent in, and she's got to pursue over there. Gets a piece of it, sends it cross ice, and finally Jesse can get a break as McNulty jumps on. Parmenter tries to get it out, met by McCaffrey, then McNulty, and eventually Gabby Rothstein picks it up. Rothstein trying to get through traffic, goes around the traffic. She tries to shoot it, but there's four Eagles there. One of them gets a piece. McNulty tries the stuff shot, but Tanner throws down the pad and covers it up. Whistle stops play, 9:24 left, period number 2. As was in game 1, no score. Referee not letting the Bandits get a change, but they didn't have the other player on the ice, so McCaffrey, oh, well, actually McCaffrey was trying to get off for Otterbein, it looked like, and now make her stay out there. Eagles attack with Morley, trying to get through Redmond. Redmond ties her up, shields off with the hip, doesn't make contact with the other player, so That's what you call good angling right there. She put herself between the other player and the puck. Drop pass for Daly. Didn't have a lane thanks to McCaffrey. Sent down low. McCaffrey's been darn good for these 2 games. And there she goes again. Up the wall for McNulty. McNulty trying to outrace Maldonado, but Maldonado really needed the angle there, and she got it, and she came through. Sent up, tipped, and chipped out, but picked up by McNulty. Back to the safety, Redmond. Over for McCaffrey. She has Otterbein with her, sends it in. Bouncing puck, sent it at the net. Not much of a threat. Goalie handled that one with relative ease. Sometimes we'll see those just completely confuse a goalie, and it works also as a dump-in sometimes. Bellin now looking for Rizzo, bobbled it for a moment. Rizzo will stand sentry at the blue line. Bellin will come in, try to turn the corner. Has a lot of room there, sends it for Otterbein. Rizzo's in front, Bellin trying to move there. Otterbein gets it down low. Bellin jumps in. Bellin looking for somebody and something. Dogs are barking, and ref blowing a whistle. Looks like it's going to be a check, and the Bandits, I believe, are going on another power play, as Morley goes off for the body check. I think, is that who it is going to be, or no? No, Morley was the first. It is Salvato. So Salvato gets called for the body check, and between stoppages, they don't play Layla by Derek and the Dominoes, but in the Eagles home rink, when she scores, they might play that song because that's her name.
Eagles number 3, Layla Salvato minor.
Shot from the point, knocked down in front. Eagles recover. Schumans picks it up. So the first 2 power plays of the game went to the Eagles. The next 3 have gone to the Bandits. Nobody's been able to cash in. Down low, backhand shot. Tanner, I think, got a piece of it, or Gabby Rothstein steered it wide. Comes to the point. Sperling into the skates of Folia, who has a lot of time. Shoemaker Gromick between the points. Now for Gabby Rothstein, no angle there, just tried a shot anyway, gets the rebound and sends it over to Sperling after going behind the net. Shoemaker Gromick has it now, sends it in, redirected. Folia was trying to take a baseball swat at it, nearly got a piece. Popped up, Shoemaker, and then, I thought Folia was going to send it to Shoemaker Gromick, but she fooled me. That one popped up and it hits the netting above the glass behind the end boards and stops play. Bandits will change a bunch with 1:07 left on the power play. Otterbein will take the draw with Venuto and Camarada on the wings. McNulty and McCaffrey on the points. 1:07 on the power play, 6:54, 53, 52 in the second period. Scores. Venuto looking for a shooting lane. Oh, she was going for the redirection, and Otterbein was there, just didn't get the stick blade on it. Loose in front, and Tanner throws the catching glove down to cover that puck to draw the whistle. 6:44, so in that 11-second span, the Bandits had a potentially good scoring chance. Just because a goalie doesn't save it doesn't mean you don't have a good chance. Venuto was sending it for a redirection, just didn't connect. Otterbein, wrist shot, Tanner save and holds on. So the Bandits going by 11 seconds and by 7 seconds, and the Eagles will kind of take that. That's 18 seconds of penalty time that they've killed here on a couple of quick sequences. Off the draw, Venuto picks it up, sends it to McCaffrey. Shot goes off of his skate. Eagles will try to get it out. Oh boy, you just got to get that puck out, even if you chip it. And they're going to get Ray's going to get a little help from her friends here, deservedly so. That's how hockey is, you know. You can't do everything by yourself. Otterbein picks it off. Camarada and Otterbein come in just onside, but it's a little helter-skelter here. McCaffrey trips forward for Camarada. Camarada tries to get through the middle, gets taken down there by a stick, no call. Comes through the far side, sent down. This is going to be an icing. That is a gift for the Bandits because they were a little helter-skelter there. They get a chance to change up. With 12 seconds left in the power play, you'd expect they'll put out a regular line of forwards and a pair of defensemen, and that is what they do. Folia on the dot, Sperling in the slot, Rizzo on the far wing. Face-off one. Rizzo picks it up. Over to Olivia Rothstein, looking. Fanned on it, lost it. Rizzo hustling back to try to cover up and just beats the player there. Johansson possibly saving a shorthanded breakaway there. Even strength. The Eagles have now killed off 3. The Bandits have killed off 2. The shots are 24-5 for the Bandits. And that was not the case in the first game. In the first game, they were nearly even until the Bandits extended a lead in shots toward the end. I think they ended up with a 31-23 edge, but most of that came in about a 5 or 6 minute span of the third period. The shots were really close in that game. This game, not nearly the same. Wrist shot through traffic. Keenan saw that it was going wide, but just gloved it down and said, we'll restart that anyway. Thorne with the shot there. They give a shot on goal. From this angle, we could see that it wasn't going on goal, but not the NHL. Chipped off the boards. Folia has Rizzo and Sperling. Folia's going to break in, get a shot. Tanner save with the mask and keeps it in front. If that rebound went to the other side, Rizzo was going to tap it in. And if it went out front, Sperling was going to grab it. Rizzo trying to break through 2. Rizzo gets through 1, now trying to get through the other. Thorne missed it, so did Folia, but Kepler doesn't. And somebody made a good play there. Thorne with the backhand, sent it forward, comes through the middle. Folia picked it off. Olivia Rothstein got a little help from 2 of her forwards there, Folia and Sperling. Boggs battles for it. Olivia Rothstein gets the stick whacked right out of her hand by Johansson. Legal play. Sperling comes in. Oh, if that puck had sat down, she was in 2-on-1 with Rizzo. Schumann's there, pressured by Rizzo, chipped it gingerly up the boards. It gets out eventually, and slow-mo pass gets through. Bandits have to get on side. Rizzo jumped off, McCaffrey jumped on. Folia jumped off, Gabby Rothstein jumped on. So Sperling, the last one out there from that crew. And let's see, she will jump off now, so the forward change is complete. Luneski trying to tee it up, gets a shot off. Keenan handled it, was going to play it, but elects to just freeze it. You can't really hear what in this position because we're right behind the glass. Sometimes if you're a little elevated and the play happens in your direction, you could hear the player and or the goalie kind of giving direction about what they want the goalie to do or what the goalie wants the player to do. A player might say, play it, and then the goalie would play it. Or the player might say, freeze it, and the goalie would hang on to it. Chipped up and back, McCaffrey gets it to Gabby Rothstein. Gabby lost an edge over there, still had it for a moment. Jones over to Parmenter, who gets it in the zone. MJ Parmenter, and that nifty backhand pass, sent down the middle, but Ray was a little too low. It went just above where she was. Otherwise, that could have been dangerous. 25-7, the shots for the Bandits, but now the last few have gone the way of the Eagles, the last couple. Bandits pick it up. Gabby Rothstein looking for Katie McCaffrey. Up toward Maeve McNulty's area. Jones does well to keep it in, but the Bandits will get it out as Venuto grabs it and dumps it in. The dump has worked for the Bandits. Let's see if they can gain the possession here. Venuto down low, spinning attempt by Gabby Rothstein went wide, just didn't quite have it. Redmond retreats to guard Morley. Morley chips it forward, looking for somebody in the middle. Shot off the outside of the post, not the dangerous side. Referee sees that puck go on the back of the netting and immediately blows it dead. When a puck lands on the back of the netting, the referees, by the best interpretation of the rule, are supposed to allow 3 seconds or thereabouts for a 3 count for players to get the puck off of the netting, and if it doesn't happen, they just blow it dead. That one was a little bit quicker than that, but again, folks, this is not the NHL. This is U19 AA girls hockey on a Saturday night during a snowstorm in Wayne, New Jersey. So I'm not going to fault the ref for anything they do. in this case, a couple of guys out, maybe for a little second income, trying to make some money for coffee or beer or an extra Christmas present for their kids. Luneski trying to turn the corner. Kepler makes her go behind the end line. A lot of traffic in front for the Bandits. Fossum trying to get open back door, but Kepler had a couple to guard, and both were close enough together that Morgan didn't really have to move too much. Sperling chips it up the far wing for Camarada, trying to get it in stride. Pounded, taken down by the back, and that's an easy call right there. Sperling's gonna shoot it. Nice save by Tanner. Sperling handcuffed Abby Tanner there. And Camarada gets up slow again, full of snow. She was shaken up earlier in the game, came back. Bandits will have a power play now as Camarada got, we'll call it a trip. It's kind of that slew foot type. She got her skate kicked out from underneath from behind. So Luneski goes to the box. Madison Luneski, 66. Whose dad does something similar for the Eagles, a splendid gentleman. I like to see and talk to. Folia, one-timer, well, not a one-timer, but teed it up right there, and Tanner with the save. Popped up, knocked down with a glove, and then by the stick of Gabby Rothstein. Gabby walks right in, gets close, and scores! Gabby Rothstein with 96 seconds left in period 2. Scores a power play goal to break the Bandits out to a 1-0 lead. Rothstein picked that one up, and it was like the parting of the Red Sea. She just kept going toward the net. Nobody guarded her, and she got close. Tanner had a lot protected. She didn't leave much. And one little spot there, Gabby Rothstein was able to find it. So the Bandits get the first goal on shot number 28.
Gabrielle Rothstein. Time of the goal, 1:36 remaining in the second period.
So now the Bandits playing with a lead. The only lead they've had today, which was in the earlier game, was 13.6 seconds worth, and that was because Maeve McNulty scored the first goal of that game with 13.6 seconds left. Bellin with the steal. Bellin breaks in, sends it for Claus just past the backhand. Oh boy, they almost worked the magic there. Kept in by Olivia Rothstein. 1 minute left to play in the period. Do I even have to say it? Hopefully you heard it. Comes toward the middle. Oh, Claus was there, but somebody tipped it away. It looks like it was Thorne. Retreating all the way back, sent up, given away, right down the middle, knocked away by Olivia Rothstein. Claus tried to break it out. Claus gets it again. 1-on-1, trying to turn the corner. Gets to the dot. Shot was knocked away, I think, by Boggs. Otterbein picks it up, shovels it at the net. Comes toward the middle. Kepler picks it up with 17 seconds left. Moves it forward. Bellin got a piece. Bellin jumps off for the last 13 seconds for Sperling. Claus in pursuit. Sperling looking to pick one up. 6 seconds. It comes to neutral ice, and they'll probably just stalemate it there as Folia tried to get through. Never giving up. Ever, 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 never is Julia Folia, number 12, and the period ends with the Bandits holding a 1-0 lead. Shots on goal through 2, 28-7 in favor of the Bandits. Harper Keenan has seen 7. She has stopped 7. Abby Tanner has seen 28. She has stopped 27. Getting ready for period number 3 of game 2 of the day and the year. Bandits with the 1-0 lead. Both teams at full and even strength. Folia up front with Camarada and Sperling. Venuto and Redmond on D. Off the draw, Folia sends it right down. Tanner will watch it go outside. Camarada trying to pick this one off. Sends it toward the corner. Was looking for Folia there. Has a lot of traffic to beat. Boggs sends it up the wing for Luneski. Redmond kept it in, but it goes and hits one of the Eagles players on the bench and goes back into play. So they will face it off. They're saying it goes in the bench. I mean, that should have been outside the zone if it hit off of Redmond, and that is the call. Yeah, so Redmond was trying to get in. The Eagles player was trying to push it out. So when it hit Redmond's stick and went into the bench, that means it's off the Bandits. Sperling picks it off. Sperling walks in, can't get through all of them. Almost got through Boggs. Collision between Boggs and Camarada. Boggs lost the stick, regained it quickly. Redmond sends it down low. Didn't have a shooting lane as the Bandits try to regain possession here. Puck battles abound. Luneski can't hold on to it. Sent down for Camarada by Redmond. Camarada looking. They open it up. Wrist shot. Save with the shaft of the stick by Tanner. Venuto at the point. Didn't have a shooting lane, so sends it down low for Camarada to chase. Boggs gets there first. Oh, her stick got stuck in the part of the boards where the Zamboni enters and exits. She just couldn't corral that one. Now Redmond over to Folia. This line's been out there for the whole period so far. It's up to a 1.5-minute shift now. But that's what happens when you're attacking. Here comes Folia trying to break through a couple. There will be wholesale changes happening behind her. So Folia on the forecheck helps change happen. Now McCaffrey and McNulty are up front. McNulty picks that one off. McNulty tees one up. Save Tanner off the shot from the top of the slot by McNulty. Battled for in the near side corner. 2 Eagles against 1 Bandit, and eventually it goes to Schumann. Sent up the middle. Bossum will pick it up, try to send it in. Kepler steers her off. Kepler sent it for Gabby Rothstein. It comes in front. Kepler knocked it away. Savannah Bossum is in good position there. Kepler blocked that shot. Bossum was behind. Schumann sends it down low. Gabby Rothstein got a glove on it. Bossum again in front. Couldn't quite get the backhand on it. She's been thwarted by Kepler time and again. 5 against 77. That puck goes in and out and in and out and finally out and in one too many times, and that causes the offside. The Eagles notably missing, I'm not sure why, Carolyn Zubak, number 4. She's one of their top performers. Playing well defensively, but looking for maybe a little more offensive punch that Zubak might have helped them with. Not sure if it's just circumstances or injury or whatever, but with the snowstorm here and the Eagles folks from the Maryland area with a drive, it could be one of the issues. Gabby Rothstein gets it down low, centered in front, and they score! Katie McCaffrey makes it 2-0 with 13:47 left in the third period. 2-0 Bandits on the goal by McCaffrey. She got right in front and gets rewarded. She's just played so well today. You could argue strongly that she's been the best in the pink and gold today, and she gets rewarded with a goal right there. Gabby Rothstein with a tremendous effort gets it all the way in. First shot on Tanner, who got down and made the initial save, and then McCaffrey found it right in front and just tapped it in. Tanner's going to take a moment here for an equipment adjustment. She's not, I don't think she's injured. She had to take off the left pad to retie the skate, and now she's repurposing the pad into playing position. Seems to wave off the coach. Bandits on their 30th shot have doubled the lead to 2-0. But with a 30-8 advantage in shots, they could try to feel good for a moment, but you have seen, if you've followed on Rizzo Vision, that the Tri-City Eagles will not be throwing in the towel on a 2-0 deficit for sure. Bandits will attack with Ava Otterbein, Annalise Claus, and Louisa Rizzo up front. Olivia Rothstein and Fernanda Venuto on D with a 2-0 lead and 13:47 left in the game. Game 2 of 2 on the day.
Bandits goal scored by number
They'll be
54,
off
Catherine
on
McCaffrey,
Sunday.
assisted by number 18, Gabrielle Rothstein.
And
Time of the
then
goal, 13:47
to
remaining
Pennsylvania
of the
the
third
following
period.
weekend for the Martin Luther King tournament. Chipped up. Rizzo has a chance for a break. Rizzo grabs it. Boggs has the angle. And she hustles in to break it up. Rizzo's had a few chances here too. Hasn't been able to quite cash in yet. Lunevsky gets hounded by Otterbein. Claus steered it out of the zone. Rizzo came in to break it up. Otterbein's over there. Parmenter chipped it off the boards for Lunevsky, who sends it in. And 3 Eagles will change. Bandits are having a little trouble regrouping in their end. Rizzo has it. Looks like there's a lot of open ice, but there's a lot of Eagles that are not in the picture. Gets it to the blue line, dumps it in. Claus will be the one hustling in. Rizzo peels off for a change, and Sperling comes on. You'll see Jessie come into the picture, and so often the puck just finds her. That's why we tell you where she might be. That one's sent at you. It's going to go down. Rothstein's got to hustle it down, and it is an icing, that puck. Now the ice getting a little bit slower, but still very good. Had to hustle down to make sure that icing was going to actually happen. 12:33 left, period 3. Bandits now with a 2-0 lead. Gabby Rothstein scored the first on the power play late in the second, and then assisted on the next, an even strength goal by Katie McCaffrey, who no doubt has her wonderful mom, Nancy, in the picture there, texting the good news to the McCaffrey crew. Since this one's on demand, and there's no live stream available. Eagles now attack. They're down 2-0 in the game. Schumann has to step in from the point one time, fired it wide, but Keenan saw it all the way. Camarada steps into that one. Folia picks up the loose puck, kicks it forward, rumbling, bumbling, stumbling, and eventually Sperling has to stop it. They can't quite get it in. Sanders picks it up over for Johansson. Now Sperling hustles back in to pick it up. Goes cross ice for Camarada. Camarada was looking for Folia. Camarada just bulls between a couple, gets creamed from behind. No call there. There's definitely a bump, but that's a borderline one. I can live with that one being not called. It's close enough. The player was already making contact with the hip, it looked like. So if you're making contact with the hip, you're not really throwing a shoulder. It's tough. It's tough to make these calls. And Camarada is a physical player to begin with, so there's a lot of contact initiated anyway. And she's such a strong player that when 2 are on her, they really have to do the Malachi crunch sometimes. Keenan jumps out to get that one, and Olivia Rothstein makes sure nobody else gets close to her goaltender. 11:04 remaining in the third period. Bandits with a 2-0 lead, 30-9 edge in shots. Wholly different from game 1, where that category was more closely contested, and the first game was 0-0 until 13.6 seconds left. We encourage you, if you haven't seen it, to go catch the end of that game. And there is the hero of game 1, Maeve McNulty, breaking in. Has Gabby Rothstein down the middle. Tees it up, there's a shot kicked away by Tanner, and good rebound control is vital for a goalie in a situation like that, because Gabby Rothstein was coming right down the middle, and that rebound did not find her. Kulash gets away with a little trip there. McNulty tries to power it forward. McCaffrey picks this one up. She's got the second. Gabby Rothstein's got the first of the goals. There's Olivia Rothstein, sends it in front. Nearly found its way through to McCaffrey. Picked up. Is that Sanders, it looks like, or is that 21? That's 21, not 24. Rosalia Maldonado skating through 2 zones, leaves it for Thorne. Sends a hit right there. Got away with that one. Just laid into Olivia Rothstein after she left the puck. McNulty will get it, dump it on net. Easy play there by the netminder, Abby Tanner. She's seen 32 and stopped 30. Picked off by Otterbein rushing in. Otterbein can't see it. Bellin gets it at the net. kicked away. Otterbein with Bellin and Rizzo trying to thread the needle. Venuto keeps it in with the skate. Bellin now has to go pursue it low. Otterbein and Rizzo in a line right there. Otterbein will now go down to get it. Rizzo all alone in the slot. Venuto picks it off the boards. Rizzo gets back to defend. Rizzo and Luneski battle for it. Neutral zone battle. Parmenter picks it up. Parmenter gets into the zone, has nowhere to go, so dumps it. Venuto picks it up over for Bellin, tries to shovel it forward, but finds only Eagles there. Venuto wraps it around the boards. Redmond is going to try to hustle for it. There's going to be another penalty. And once the touch happens, the Bandits will be on another power play off the interference. So things now decidedly going the Bandits' way. They've ground through it, and boy, that line, that makeup of the line, I think has drawn like 3 penalties here, 4 penalties in the 2 games. Luneski goes out for the interference, and the Bandits now with a 2-0 lead and 8:51 left in the 3rd period. You can't say they could salt it away, but I'd really like their chances if they put one in the net here on the power play. Attacking up front with Folia. Off the face-off, spun around
Eagles
and fired that one wide. Sperling gets it now.
Penalty for interference.
Gets it for Gabby Rothstein. Sends it to the middle. Sperling tees it up. Shot in front. Hit the behind of somebody. Might have been Camarada. It was loose there, but swept away. Gabby Rothstein circling at the circle. Sperling between the points. Sends it down low for Folia. Folia looking for somebody in the middle. Gets it knocked away. Nye Jones battled for in the far side corner. Shoemaker Gromick all the way down low. Now it comes to Camarada. Camarada looking for options. Sends it for Shoemaker Gromick. A little strong. The Bandits will have to reset. Still plenty of time. 1:15 on the power play. And they get it into the offensive zone. Camarada picks it up. Now goes for Folia. Folia goes to the point for Shoemaker Gromick. Shot blocked away by Johansson, but kept in. 1 minute left in the power play. 7:49 left in the game. Bandits up 2-0. This one far from over, but they could really, really increase their chances if they could put another one past Abby Tanner. Sperling picks it up, looking for room, giving her team time to set up. Folia gets it. She'll shoot from the far angle. Tanner made the save. Kept on the line, but not in by Shoemaker Gromick. Reverses it for Sperling. Sperling looking for some room. Thorne just uses the body to prevent the play from happening. Shoemaker Gromick finds loose ice. The play has slowed to a crawl here, as everybody just looks like they're moving in slow motion no matter what color jersey they're wearing. Sperling between the points, fires it wide. Picked up by Schumann. She'll take it behind her own net with 9 seconds left in the power play. Camarada with it. This unit been out there the whole time. Camarada for Sperling. Fires it. Glove save by Tanner, and that expires the penalty. So that crew was out there for the entirety of it. And some tired legs on both sides now after that one. You could see the pace just slow down. It just happens in a game sometimes. Sometimes it happens for a shift, sometimes a period, sometimes a whole game.
Let's go, Eagles!
But if you're the team that can take advantage of it, that can be a key to victory. 2-0 Bandits, 6:43 left in the contest. Comes through, McCaffrey got a piece. Luneski's well rested. He's in the box for a couple of minutes. Potent number 66 for Tri-City. Sent up but not out. Maldonado pounded it back in. Olivia Rothstein with it, shovels it from McCaffrey. Chipped forward, she'll get it out. Bandits just mainly need to keep getting pucks out and then getting them deep. Tanner leaves it. Bandits under pressure. McNulty forces the turnover, but can they get possession? Otterbein trying to grab it, sent it toward the middle. Good defensive position right there. They're going to ice it, but it was good defensive position there by Luneski. who tied up Otterbein, taking away a potential scoring chance. Bandits now will attack with Gabby Rothstein on the dot, Bella Bellin in the slot, Annalise Claus on the far wing with 6:01 remaining. Even strength for both teams. Venuto between the points, Redmond at the right point. There's Kira. Gets it, just sends it right back to the wing for Bellin. Bellin lost it there, rather that was Claus. Sanders hounded by Bellin from behind. They send it down low. Redmond has the puck on her backhand, trying to sweep through a couple. Looks like there's going to be another penalty here, but this one's going to go against the Bandits this time. And the boxes have been busy this game. Redmond will go off for a roughing. Hard to see what was going on over there. There's just a little too much reflection in the glass right in the corner, but Redmond with the roughing. And a massive, massive opportunity for Tri-City. There's 5:39 remaining in the game. They're down 2-0, and they have a power play here.
Bandits
Used their timeout 6 minutes or 5.5 minutes into the game. That's important to remember, because they might want to try to pull the goalie and go 6-on-4 out in front. Ray has it kicked away by Keenan. Keenan hasn't seen a lot of rubber, but when Harper saw one there, rejected it. Morley, they go down low, looking for a couple in the middle. There's only one up top and 4 down low. It's like a 1-3-1, but a very low 1-3-1. Dog's barking. The dog is barking during the power play. That's when you know it's hockey. 4:55 left in the game. Sent out of the zone, knocked down. Folia was looking to pick it up. Camarada has it. Short-handed, tees it up into the glove. Tanner saves it and holds on. That's one of those cases where the goalie might think about moving it, because you sort of have the offensive players a little off guard, and she caught it to the left, and Camarada and Folia were sweeping the other way, so they might have been able to break. So a good break for the Bandits here to get an offensive zone draw with about a minute left in the power play and only 4:40 left in the game. Will Tri-City look to pull the goaltender and go 6-on-4? It might be a little early for that, but you haven't scored in almost 6 periods today. Boggs will step in. Shot. Keenan got the glove on it somehow. I think it was the heel of the glove. I don't know if Harper even saw that. But number 40 was snapping that glove after that puck ricocheted. Gabby Rothstein with it. 30 seconds left to kill. Sends it down deep with a backhand effectively. McCaffrey puts the pressure on. They just don't want to let them get out of here easy. Still with it. Rothstein had it for a moment. Johansson up for Bossum. 77 moves in, meets a lot of traffic, including Kepler. Kepler's really had Bossum's number, and it's a good thing because Bossum could lay claim to having made probably the best game for any of the players in blue today offensively. Bandits have killed off the penalty, but Maldonado gets in down low, across the middle. Keenan poked it away before Maldonado could get it to the backhand. Bandits now at even strength. Folia breaks out, has Sperling and Camarada. Folia goes right at the net, shoots, saved with the pads by Tanner, and swept away. Boy, they just gave Folia, just opened up for her. Camarada, top of the slot for Folia, tees it up, shot, save, rebounded, hit all the snow and stayed out. There's as much snow next to the pipe as there is outside. And that kept it a 2-0 game. So 2:53 remaining now. Bandits still have not salted it away. Eagles still alive. But the Bandits are just not letting them get much offense. They have a 39-11 edge in shots. They haven't conceded a goal today. That one sent wide. Venuto looking to pick it up. It comes to Schumans, tries to tee it up, sent it through traffic, redirected. Looked like it was redirected by a Bandit, and Keenan knocked it away. Pop-up knocked away with somebody got it knocked away with a high stick. There's no whistle, so whoever knocked it down must have played it or went to the other team. Chipped up by Redmond. That'll be an icing, and the Bandits will escape some of that trouble and get some fresher legs out there. It'll be Otterbein, Rizzo, and Bellin for a moment. That's a fake. That's a fake. They faked us out. They would be probably the fresher legs. 2:06 remaining now. 2-0. Bandits leading. Rothstein with McNulty and McCaffrey. Rothstein and McCaffrey have the 2 goals, and they're trying for another one. Rothstein gets in, does the curl, sends it to the net. McCaffrey gets it, shot, save, and the rebound is covered. And now they make that line change that I thought was coming before. 1:47 remaining. Bandits with the 2-0 lead. They're getting closer. They are getting closer. Otterbein on the dot, Bellin in the slot. Off the faceoff, it goes to Rizzo. Fakes to the point, sends it at the net. Tanner tipped it away but didn't cover it. Otterbein battles for it. Now along the boards, it's there. Kept in at the point by Shoemaker-Gromick, and she has to move it out. Luneski stays out into the middle of the ice there. Bandits want to just keep pounding it in if they can, because if the Eagles get it into the Bandit zone, they're almost certainly going to try to pull Abby Tanner. Here is Ava Otterbein. Now to Logan Shoemaker-Gromick for Bella Bellin. Over for Rizzo. Rizzo gets in, has a little room, tees it up, hits off the skate of Maldonado, up the near side wall. Now coming down to the final minute. This one is going to be an icing. So an offensive zone draw once again for the Bandits, and that will prevent the goaltender from getting out. And it's still not quite over, but if I could choose which side I'd rather be, I definitely would rather be in the Bandits situation right now. Gabby Rothstein on the dot, Katie McCaffrey in the slot, Maeve McNulty on the wing. Rothstein gets it down low, gets all the way in shot. Tanner with another save and covers it up. The 5-hole looked like it was open, but Tanner closed it quickly. 52.6 seconds left now. We are into that final minute of play. Rothstein on the draw. It's won by Sanders. They try to get it out, but they're just not getting it anywhere where they want it to be. This one looking more and more like it's going to go the Bandits' way. As we hit 35 seconds remaining. The Eagles need 2 goals. They can't get the puck out of their zone. Sent at net. And it's must have some incentives for shots on goal. It's 44-12, but it's only 2-0. You got to keep playing all the way. Folia comes in and fires out. I don't know if Tanner got the save. Olivia Rothstein tries to keep it in. It's onside. Olivia Rothstein looking, still looking, sends it for Folia. It's at Tanner. Loose in front, 1 save and maybe a second. Camarada put up the hands. She thought maybe she scored. .1 left. The Bandits clearly had a goal of 45 shots on goal. Kept in the middle. Olivia Rothstein has it, skating it out, chips it forward, 3 seconds, 2, 1, and the final horn sounds. And the Bandits post the 2-0 victory over the Tri-City Eagles, sweeping the Saturday doubleheader as the first 2 games of 2024 go the way of the team with the pink jerseys and the gold helmets. 45-12 the final shot count. And outside, everybody gets to negotiate their way home in the snow. For the Bandits families, some drives are fairly short, but perhaps a little treacherous. And for our Tri-City Eagles families, which are part of our girls hockey family, we hope for their safety in getting back to the Delmarva area through this snow, if they're going to try to brave it on this Saturday evening or stay over and hope for a better fare on Sunday. Either way, we wish everybody a good, safe trip, and by the time they're watching this, hopefully all have arrived safely. So that is going to do it. A Saturday doubleheader sweep has yielded a 2-0 victory in the late game after a 1-0 thriller in the first game, both going the way of the New Jersey Bandits girls. That is going to do it. From the Ice Vault, the next time we see you will be in Pennsylvania for the NGHL Martin Luther King tournament. Some good competition set up there, and we will be happy to bring it to you, hopefully, if everything goes as expected, live. But for now, that's going to do it. From the Ice Vault in Wayne, New Jersey, this is Joe Rizzo. Thanks for watching New Jersey Bandits girls hockey on Rizzo Vision.